called him. Oh, nigga, hey, Harvey, them niggas who, weed I took, oh, they called me back. I did the exact same thing I did, nigga. I'm posting up nigga right here. What's up? Come on through. Come on through. Oh,
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On first down, Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 36, Brady. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on third down, Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Just keeping the play alive. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to return it. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a give to Fournette, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. And 10 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So that'll back him up 5.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
45's the mic, 45's the mic. Hey, come on,
Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal from just inside the 5. Now Jones. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They hand this one to Gronk, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Ah, God damn it.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Man, that shit ain't happening.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Hold out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before half for Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Aiming the dope. Said it before. Never fuck with her with our head no more. Never put her with her neck to the phone. I supposed to guard me just for the show.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
I ain't seen a minute out. Yo, it's a minute out.
Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
He is playing.
Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher. No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Fuck with me, you know I got it.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
My bitch whip cost $100 grand.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Sexy bitch, I hope she about it. As a bitch, I know she about it. Don't fuck with me, you know I got it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
Come on, man.
Here's a diving catch right
How you
side.
always getting
Every
decalled,
play
David?
is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on
Like,
4th down,
damn,
that
nigga,
really increases the
always
stakes,
getting
doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Got a man complete to Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. All day. Rip. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Wrap.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for the...
Fuck this shit. Nigga jumped 10 feet in the fucking air and shit, bro. What the fuck, man? On top of the cover, running on the dress up, drive up and press up, top knot, if you get the most, not the less up. All the dollars in the club, beat you just no love.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Come on, fellas. No.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. 7 yards the pick up there.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. Queen 18. Mike 45 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 45. 45. Mike 45. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 20. 50. Hey, you block over here. Joker.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Second down, another shot for Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Stay with your man. Switch.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I'm coming after you. Let's go, fellas. In 18. Check 45 to Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check Mike 45. No gain on this defense. No gain. 45.
Here's Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brady now on first down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 67 yards. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Packers are back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down at 7. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Again, it's Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Succop's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rodgers to throw. Caught by Cobb. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. The give is to Jones. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory.